You know, every single year, cities all over the world just light up with the incredible glow of Diwali. It's beautiful, right? But what if I told you that behind every one of those little flames, there's this epic story? A story about courage, about devotion, and really about the ultimate victory of light over darkness.
So, have you ever actually stopped to wonder what story those lights are telling? Because let me tell you, it is so much more than just a beautiful festival.
At its absolute core, Diwali is all about the victory of truth over falsehood, of good over evil. It's this foundational story of righteousness winning in the end, and we're going to dive right into that story now.
So our story starts way back, in a long-gone era called the Tretaya Yuga. This was a time of heroes and demons where one single act of evil threatened to throw the entire world into chaos. This is where it all begins, with the abduction of Sita.
Okay, so you have this incredibly powerful demon king of Lanka, Ravana, the guy with 10 heads, right? And driven by pure arrogance, he does something absolutely terrible. He abducts Sita, the beloved wife of Lord Rama. And you got to understand, this wasn't just a kidnapping. No way. This was a direct challenge to the very fabric of the universe, to the cosmic order itself.
But an act of darkness like that, well, it was met with an incredible, unbreakable resolve. It sparked the creation of this powerful alliance, a team of heroes who were all bound by one single mission: to restore balance to the world.
To fix this terrible wrong, this amazing alliance came together. You had Lord Rama, his super loyal brother Lakshmana, and the mighty Hanuman, his greatest devotee. The three of them set out on a quest together. Their mission was clear: confront this great evil and restore dharma, which is the principle of cosmic order.
So, their vow took them all the way across the land to the island kingdom of Lanka, which was Ravana's stronghold. And what happened next? Well, it was a clash of epic proportions, a true battle for dharma.
The war that broke out in Lanka was just cataclysmic. I mean, it was a clash of titans that literally shook the foundations of the earth. It was one of those battles where the entire fate of the world just hangs in the balance. But see, this was never just a war between two armies. It was a cosmic struggle. On one side, you've got Lord Rama, who stands for dharma, that's righteousness, light, and order. And on the other side, you've got Ravana, the total embodiment of adharma, unrighteousness, darkness, and complete chaos.
And in that final, epic showdown, Lord Rama, the personification of virtue, completely defeated the mighty Ravana. It was a decisive victory for the forces of light, and it guaranteed that dharma, that goodness, would win the day.
That incredible victory on the battlefield? Well, it set the stage for one of the most joyful, light-filled celebrations in history. This part of the story is all about the return of light to the kingdom of Ayodhya.
And you have to remember, this victory, it didn't just happen overnight. It came at the end of this incredibly long, difficult trial. I'm talking 14 years. A full 14 years that Lord Rama had been forced to live in exile away from his own kingdom.
So, with that exile finally over and the battle won, Lord Rama, along with Sita and Lakshmana, started that long-awaited journey back home, back to their beloved kingdom of Ayodhya. To celebrate the return of their rightful king and the triumph of light over darkness, the people of Ayodhya completely transformed their city. They filled every single home, every street, with endless rows of little illuminated oil lamps, or diyas. They literally turned the dark night into brilliant daylight. And that incredible night of lights, it was so much more than just a homecoming party. It was this powerful symbol, right? It was celebrating the triumph of love, the loyalty that held our heroes together, and of course, the ultimate victory of dharma itself. So, how does this ancient epic story connect to all the diyas and fireworks that we see today? Let's talk about the timeless message that's really at the heart of this entire celebration.
This story right here, this triumphant return, this citywide explosion of pure joy and light, that is the reason why every single year, millions of people all around the world light up those diyas and celebrate Diwali.
And the ultimate lesson, the message that keeps inspiring people is this. The festival is here to remind us that as long as the spirit of Rama, that inner light of truth and courage and goodness, is alive inside of us, then no Ravana, no force of darkness or despair can ever, ever truly defeat us. And that leaves us with a really powerful question to think about, doesn't it? What is the darkness?
You know, the falsehood or the challenge in your own life that you can face and overcome just by lighting up that same inner spark of courage and truth.
Jai Shri Ram.